a recap of last week's episode, part 1 of Women 40 and Beyond.
This episode today is grown folks talk. Who wants a WAP? Raise your hand.
Mom was always an angry woman. She still is a good woman, but an angry woman. So we now knowing, like now me taking a lot of what she went through with thyroid, and I didn't know what she was dealing with.
And understanding what hormones do in your body.
Yes.
The importance of, we're losing estrogen. So the importance of putting that estrogen back.
This is based on some old medical study that was done many years ago in a large population of women where they were using a hormone replacement that was made from animals.
Juices, watermelon, okra.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Flaxseed.
Yes.
Flaxseed.
it helps. It really
Well,
does.
I lied about my age, saying I was younger. He lied about his age. He suddenly said, I have to tell you something. I said,
One night I was there and I said, if he's not the man for me, because
Show
show him, and he showed me.
She's like, I just can't understand it.
Right.
No, he's plateaued. Like there's no
And
more
He's
elevation.
where
There's
he's
no
gonna
more.
be.
And that's how certain people are.
Yeah,
Right.
and she's just like, I cannot.
And now for the conclusion of our show.
I had a great, my cousin a few years ago, she was single. I was semi-single.
Right.
And I said, we should get a big house, right?
You're
Semi-single. We get a big house. You live in one area, and I live. And that's what was our plan, raise our kids together, because we were raising our kids together.
Yes.
And then she winds up getting married.
Sister wives?
And she gets married. She
messed
left
up the
And now she's in Long Island. She left me.
many cultures, I know, I'm from a Arabic background. Our families, when I grew up, not only did they have big houses of people together,
Right.
like my mother and father moved in with my aunt, and then,
Community.
there's just this, and then
But community
next door
is
neighbors were the
different.
aunts. No, not really. 'Cause
Community,
let me tell you.
auntie living with auntie and bringing in the
Well,
kid, that's
and also
different than
too, there was
marrying-
like this strange person, the uncle that's not really an uncle, living with the aunt that's not really an aunt. So there is all of this kind of like cultural community kind of
right.
being together and sharing. And there's even, let me tell you, even when it came to business, when the whole Arabic people came into my small town, they all pooled their money and created a banking
That's
system.
beautiful.
So
I
there's this
love
very
that
big
community.
community
I love
kind of
that coming
thing.
together.
And so people just looked the other way
Right.
when things were kind of like people just living together because it was
I don't think
helpful.
there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah,
I
right.
think lavender marriage is different though.
A gay man will always give a girl princess treatment, unlike a straight man. So ladies, if you really want princess treatment, it's time for you to consider having a lavender wedding, because a queer man is always going to protect you more than a straight man would. That's just how it is. We hold women closer to our hearts because I believe that gay men, queer men, are more in touch with masculine and feminine energy on an equal level, which is why we understand both sexes' feelings and we respect people more. If you're a girl and you decide to date a gay man, you're never going to feel like you don't know where you stand with him. He's always going to be honest with you, and obviously you've laid out the boundaries before you've even chosen to get together. But I'm being dead serious when I say that women and gay men should start dating.
Well, I think it's the whole thing of having a ceremony and
Yes.
making
Because
it
let's
legal.
say that, right? And then, like the people who are advocating on social media said, I'll settle for this because probably they've gone through these horrible marriages in the past or these horrible relationships. And they're like, you know what? This guy who's a marriage.
Let me put it on record, okay? I was kidding. I'm not looking for a lavender. I like that idea, though, right? I still believe in
me too.
true love,
Right.
right? But I know in my past that does not seem to catch up to my, how I feel for now.
Right.
But I'm still open to it.
Right.
But I understand. I really do understand. Right, because
And I do too.
I don't. I can't lie.
I understand the point of somebody saying that, you know what? This is it. I'm just going to marry my best friend.
Men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
That's not true. I have a number of men friends and there is no sex involved.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
You
do.
only think you do.
You're saying I'm having sex with these men without my knowledge?
No, what I'm saying is they all want to have sex with you.
They do not.
Do too.
They do not.
Do too.
How do you know?
Because no man can be friends with a woman that he finds attractive. He always wants to have sex with her.
So you're saying that a man can be friends with a woman he finds unattractive?
No, you pretty much want to nail him too.
And he's gay, and that's fine. He has this lifestyle, I have my lifestyle. and
I
that's
just don't
it.
understand the
Yeah.
point of getting married. Then we could just move in together.
What about if he had great insurance?
Well, and
That's
also,
different.
Okay,
Like if
well,
we're
that's-
doing this for some
But
type
there's,
of.
there's reasons. Oh, there's
Well,
different
we're not
types of
sleeping
reasons.
together.
and
You don't have
property,
to sleep with them. You
And
know,
how
about-
they don't have to sleep with you. It depends
owning
what you
property
want.
too.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Marriage is a contract.
It is.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So it depends on people's different reasons,
Right.
but a lot of people are open to that idea. So that goes
They
back
missed
to
me with that one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm
if-
on the sideline.
if we were to look at younger women now, what would we tell them about becoming 40 and older?
Oof.
What would we want to tell them?
Learn your body.
Mm.
Like I don't know if I'm saying it right. Study your body. You see how you did your research and you said I gotta look into what's going on with me. Learn your body.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just settle for I'm going through this. No, really figure out my hormones, the foods I'm eating. They say your medicine is your diet.
Mm-hmm.
Learn your body.
And I would say, mental health is wealth. And if you're not surrounding yourself with a good friend that you can vent to, maybe you do have a therapist or a minister or someone that you can go to share, the deeper concerns
Yes,
that you
that's
have.
very
Because
important.
frankly, I know for me, if I hadn't taken care of my mental health in the many years that I would not be where I'm at now.
Mhm.
I
That's
would
very
be
important.
in a much worse place.
I
What
would
would you say?
say, and I tell my daughters all the time, it gets better.
Amen.
And don't sit in it.
This is true.
Amen.
Don't sit it. This is just a moment, the
Right.
smallest
Oh,
moment.
that is so true.
Right?
Mhm.
It gets
Amen.
better. And then when they look at me, like, what?
Yes.
Look at me. Look at
Right.
me.
I made it through.
I made it through.
Right.
And I still
Yes.
hopefully have so much more
Yes.
to experience.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And everything that has happened to me or even you, did you get over it?
Right.
Mhm.
And this
I
too
did.
shall pass, right?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
shall.
That's
The
Mhm.
beautiful thing is they have you as an example.
yes.
Look at me.
Yeah.
And do you have these conversations with your daughter? That's something you probably didn't touch about, especially as mothers and women mature now. What conversations are we having with our daughters?
Yes.
Right.
It's what they allow me.
Mhm.
Allow me to learn,
Yeah.
allow me to, but they do ask me for my advice. And that's
Yeah.
the crazy thing. The girls
beautiful.
But it
always,
does. We are
Right.
learning with the women that we've seen, like Oprah, and I think there was another woman, Kathy Bates. She's got a new show.
There's this funny thing that happens when women age. We become damn near invisible.
Oh, dear. Oh, I got you.
I can't thank you enough. May I offer you one of these?
Oh, my grandma loves these.
It's biological. We turn 65, we start buying them. The 21st floor, please. It's useful because nobody sees us coming.
I think we're seeing women into their 70s and 80s thriving,
Yeah.
really glowing.
That's
and
true.
because
being-
it's different.
yes.
right? When I say my age, they're like, wow,
Right.
right? This is what, and I'm like, yeah, I remember when my mom was my age, there was a difference.
Yes.
Right?
This generation is different.
Exactly.
It really is.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, are we turning back the hands of
Well,
hands of
we're
time?
exercise, we're eating different. I think
Yes.
we're not. Remember those old traditional meals that the chitlins and you got no business eating that stuff.
Yeah.
I think
it's everything, but they're putting more bad
Well, that's
stuff
true. That's
into the
true.
food.
Well, I
now.
think we're
I don't-
smartening up.
we're smartening up.
Yeah.
I like.
What about you?
What would you tell a younger woman?
A young girl, don't look for the partner to make you happy.
Mm.
Make yourself happy. Do
Amen.
things that make you happy.
Talk
and if
that
he
talk.
wants to enjoy, if he wants to
come
along with you, because when you're looking for that partner to make you happy and he's not, then you just feel like, oh my God,
Yes.
this
Yeah.
is not the one for me. But it necessarily doesn't have to be
Your
that way.
happiness starts
True.
It
with
starts
you.
within you,
Yeah.
and I had to learn that.
Yeah.
Like,
Amen.
you speak something like, "Oh, he makes me happy," or "He's not making me happy." But what are you doing for yourself?
Right. What are you
Amen.
doing to
Right.
make
And
you
it's
happy?
Yes.
okay to spend time with yourself and
Right.
alone, and
Yeah.
back to like
Solo
date
dating, right?
date yourself, go out yourself.
Right.
And I just say that because, like, when I told you I took that step class last
Yes.
month, I was really getting in my car driving to Brooklyn by myself,
Right.
and my husband's like, you really going to this by yourself? And I'm like, yeah.
Right.
And I said, well, do you want to go with me? He said, yeah.
Oh.
But he wanted to see what was really going on. He didn't understand
Where
that I
you
was
going?
driving all the way to Brooklyn
That's funny.
to do a step class that I saw on social media.
Right.
And when he came, he just stepped in for a little bit and then he went out and started talking on the phone and everything. But I said, well, that's what makes me happy.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm going to continue to do things that
Yes.
make
Good. That's a good example.
With young women, the question I think we have to ask them is, what makes you happy?
Because sometimes they don't know,
They
right?
don't know, right?
Yeah.
They don't know. And I didn't know back then
Yeah.
what made me happy, right?
Even with grown women, some of
Exactly.
us still don't
Still
know.
trying to figure it out.
But I always say to them, go back to a day that you were just laughing.
Yes.
What happened on that day? Or what happened in a moment?
Right.
And it was like, and they'll tell me, and I was like, well, then put that down. That's a part of your happiness.
Right.
You want to get that feeling because you got to understand what that feeling is.
Right.
Yes.
Right? Those uncontrollable laughter. And you're just like,
Right.
you're just like forget about everything.
I think there's an exercise that they do. I don't know where I saw this, where they said just start laughing.
All right, give me a high five, brother. What's going on? We're about to do the laughing exercise. We're gonna have a blast. And it's okay if it feels a little fake at first. Your brain doesn't know the difference. So Jamie and I, we're gonna laugh for the next 30 seconds. Set a timer and even challenge yourself. You can go for a minute if you want to. Bring the family.
I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, and let's go.
Oh yeah, there is. There's something called yoga laughter.
Like
where
make
you
yourself
just-
laugh.
You just think of something and just go through.
And it's contagious. Because if I see you laughing,
You'll start laughing.
Yeah, you start smiling like what you
Right.
What would you say, Yo-Yo, to?
Oh gosh, I agree with
To a young-
everything you ladies said here about telling your younger self or even
Speaking
a
to
daughter. Yeah, speak life to yourself. And know that you're the only person in this journey that's gonna know what you want
Right.
and make you happy.
Mhm.
I've been solo dating for years, and I remember Keisha was just
Oh my God.
you are weird.
I say you went to the movies by yourself, and she was looking at me like, yeah. We were like, what, 17, 18?
16.
That's amazing.
And traveling by myself, I enjoy it to this day.
Yeah.
I've now incorporated other people with me,
Mm-hmm.
but I think when you start to know yourself, know what you want, and know your worth, because that I didn't know until my 40s.
The
Right.
knowing your
Because I was
worth.
always pouring into everybody, my children, my
Yeah.
spouse.
Yeah.
And I said this conversation so many times on this podcast.
Mm.
And I remember a story my mom told me, and this is when she was in a nursing home recovering from colon cancer. And she said something to me to this day that I will never forget. When my husband had a function, and I was running around town looking for clothes for him and stuff
To get him ready.
And my mom, who was just silent when I was talking, and I was worried if she was still listening to me. And before I got up and left, she said, "But what are you wearing?"
Ooh.
And I didn't have anything.
Ooh.
I had old clothes in the closet that I was going to put
And you
on
getting him ready.
because I didn't have time to cater to myself.
Wow.
And I remember, and this was time when she wasn't even talking because she was, like I said, suffering from colon cancer. And she said, "In case I missed the boat on this, please remember that you are number one."
Hello.
And it's nice that you got him something,
Yeah.
but when you go out, people are going to look at you first,
Yeah.
not him. Because men can wear the same black suit every single time.
Every event.
But when they look at you, they're gonna be like, "Oh, look at his wife. She looks all run down. She looks
Right.
hopeless. She looks messed up."
What are you wearing?
And to this day, that's the story that stick with me in my head. Anytime I get up and I go out
That's
and I'm
deep.
pouring to other people,
That's
I remember. I said, "Wait a second. What did I do for myself?"
Right.
Exactly, because if you don't pour into yourself, you have nothing to pour into someone else.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
She always tells me, "You're the engine to this ship.
Yeah.
If this ship breaks down, the ship ain't going nowhere."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was talking to my cousin because last week was like a busy weekend for the family, the Christmas tree and all of
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I like to throw activities at my house, right? And there was years where everything was happening around me. Like I put all these things together,
right.
but I wasn't having fun. I don't, during it. Like I was just, do you need anything? Do
Right.
you want anything?
Right.
And making sure everyone. The last few years, I said, I want to have fun at my own event.
Exactly.
I want the house or wherever I hold it to be clean before people get here, so I'm not just scrambling through, right? So I started planning better, especially if I'm spending the money and I'm spending the time. I dress myself before people come, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm interacting with the kids. I'm not mad at them. You know, I'm not mad at the family. You know, you're enjoying the moment.
Correct.
Right?
And I'm gonna say that your events, you always hire a bartender
Yes.
and servers.
Yes.
So you
love
not
coming to
running
one of your
around.
events.
You're gonna have
So
a great
good.
time.
We want it was good.
Yeah.
And you was enjoying yourself,
And I was
right?
enjoying
Yeah, 'cause
myself.
I saw her
everything
taking
done.
pictures.
Yes,
Yes.
I had a great time
It
at
was
my own
good.
event.
Yeah.
And that's so refreshing for me. You know?
And you was wearing that outfit.
Thank you.
I was like,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
okay.
So
Yes.
we really, really love having you two ladies join us. This
Thank
was
you.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
This is grown women's talk.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
I feel blessed.
Thank you,
Yes.
ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
3 Ladies Podcast.
Yep.